Hello, I'm John from John Asch Contracting, residential roofing specialist. Again, today we're not going to talk about roofing. This is one of our Wacky Wednesday videos. And again, this is our second video about my history with comic books. My first store was in Old Bridge on Old Mattawan Road. Those of you older folks who may have visited my store, if you remember me, hello. Second store we had was in Southbound Brook, second floor. We had a store upstairs on Route 18 East Brunswick above Mr. D's baseball cards. We had a store briefly in Woodbridge on School Street, South River on Ferry Street, Milltown on North Main Street, Spotswood on Main Street, and lastly we had our biggest store at Englishtown Flea Market indoors. I had a lot of fun for those years, buying, selling, people bringing things in, find some great bargains occasionally. Um, Over the years, while running the comic stores, I was also running my roofing business at the same time. It was difficult. I was probably doing about 60 hours a week with the roofing and about 40 hours a week with the stores, and I did that for a number of years. A lot of times, because Friday, Saturday, and Sunday were your better flea markets, busier, more people, and I was doing flea markets 7 days a week. Two of the flea markets, Wednesdays and Saturdays, there's two flea markets, so I was doing 9 flea markets in 7 days, plus running the roofing store. And then I had two other people who were also taking some of my content, and those two people were doing Rice's Flea Market and Collingswood Flea Market on Route 34. So between myself and them, we're doing like 14 flea markets a week, and the stores. Now the stores, we never had more than 2 stores at one time. The 7 stores I mentioned, they were at different times. We might close one store down, open another store up. My favorite, of course, was Englishtown Flea Market. Outside, I pick up occasionally turntables, speakers, and receivers, bring them inside to my store. We play music all day long with 6 or 8 speakers hanging from the ceiling, and we'd sell PlayStation games and comic books and Playboys and cassettes and etc. It was a real lot of fun. At one point, we had a gentleman whose name I can't remember. He had a girlfriend, supposedly, he told me, who worked as a model for PlayStation. And she was allowed to get the newest games at cost. And he would bring me once a week 30 or 40 wrapped PlayStation games. Back in the day, they were selling for like $40, $50 a game. And he would sell them to me as long as I bought all of them for $12 a game. Then I would sell them in my store for about $35 per game, which undercut the stores like Toys R Us and whatever by about $15 a game. And nobody knew how I did it. And I sold all these games, made a nice profit margin. But then eventually he broke up with his girlfriend, and then she would no longer sell him the games, and my store stopped. And I called him such an idiot for breaking up with his girlfriend. We both lost a lot of money. Anyway, I have about 100 stores. I'm sorry, not 100 stores. I have about 100 stories. I'm getting old, forgive me. And this is my second video. Many more to come for those of you who are interested. Have a pleasant day.